So what I say in June's the second vlog is you probably already watched it if you're watching this one now on like the 15th or 16th. Hopefully I get this up on time. That I mentioned I need to get my shit together, and it is true. I am going to try to get my shit together. Amanda, I don't know, I'm gonna be demonetized for saying cuss words, but you know, ignore that. That's just my phone. It has to interrupt me every chance it gets. I am currently watching a whole bunch of zombie movies on Tubi. Regretfully doing so because all of them suck. They're horrible. But I do research on them for zombie videos for my Between Monsters and Men channel. At least I hope to do research on them for that reason. Otherwise I'm just writing a whole bunch of notes for no reason at all. It's not like I'm writing extensive notes from each movie. I'm writing just things like how they turn, if they can run or walk, if they're intelligent in some way, what created them to begin with, just that type of stuff. And usually it's just like 3 words written down on a page. Because usually there's not a lot of information on a lot of these movies, I noticed. But a lot of these ones on Tubi just, they suck. They suck hard. But yes, this month, it's July, so I plan on getting some stuff done. Especially since I'm just gonna start all over again this month instead of the first month. Because, you know, you gotta start somewhere. But yes, I need to get my goals started and just worked on. A lot. Because I just keep ignoring them. I am working on a video. Sorry, my nose is extra red, I just rubbed it. I am working on a video for Between Monsters and Men. I've lacked putting videos up on Between Monsters and Men in the entire June. Mostly because the one I was working on originally has a lot of big words that I'm having difficulty saying. And if you know me, when I'm reading something out loud, I stutter often, and I read scripts into a voiceover or into an audio voice transfer to put into a video. And I stutter a lot, so I have to cut a lot of things out and redo a lot of things, so it takes a lot of time. And I'm having difficulties with some of the bigger words, and I know I shouldn't care if my pronunciation is wrong completely, because I do have a disclaimer in each video saying that I might mispronounce words, and forgive me for doing so. But I still get comments on my mispronunciations in my videos, even after putting the disclaimer up in the beginning of the video. And I put that disclaimer up in hopes that people understand that there's going to be mispronunciations in these videos. Don't mind commenting. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about commenting, because it's going to go in one ear and out the other, because I just can't pronounce things sometimes. I just have hard times pronouncing words. But it still does get to my nerves a little bit, as you can see as I'm talking about it right now. Obviously it did not go out in one ear and out the other. But I'm working on a separate video that I'll be able to pronounce all the words. And it's a shorter video, so it will be up quicker, hopefully. But I figured I'll do that so that I have something in between my hard work of working on this next video that I was originally working on. It's not a big video, it's just there's a lot of big words. It's related to dinosaurs in some way, and a lot of dinosaur words and names quite get to me when I'm kind of pronouncing them. So I love dinosaurs, I just can't pronounce their names. Still going to the gym. I completely blanked on what I was talking about. Still going to the gym. We might not go there that much this week because we're trying to save on gas, because we're in between paychecks right now. And we have to pay our bills, which is utmost important. And Zach needs gas to get to work. So we're trying to conserve the gas for him to go to work until Wednesday, when he can get gas for reasons. So that is the plan. We might not go to the gym today and tomorrow, which is Monday, Tuesday. Which is okay, I guess. It gives us a break to rest, because he works really hard on his body when he works out, like incredibly hard. I work hard on my body, but I heal super fast. Like compared to him, I heal like within like an hour. Like when he works out to the point where he's injuring himself, and he needs to stop that. And I work out to the point where I can't do any more reps. And I hurt for like an hour afterwards, and then I stop hurting. Sometimes I'll hurt the next day. Like, it's hard for me to do this because I worked on my arms yesterday, but doing this hurts because I worked out my triceps. Are these the triceps? I worked out that part of the muscle, and now it's hard for me to move my arms a little bit. But the rest of the arms don't hurt. I can do this. Then my shoulders kind of hurt a tad bit, but that's about it. So he hurts himself a lot when he's working out, and I try to tell him not to do it, but he thinks that that's the way he has to work out, and that's the way it has to be, because he used to do research on it back when we were in high school. Research has changed since high school. He's just not grasping that. But I try to tell him, and I don't always remember the scientific reasonings behind it when I'm discussing it with him, so he doesn't really always believe me when I say it, so whatever. I did finish the Pikachu. I'm gonna show you. Just gotta reach it. Just gotta reach it. Okay. Here's the Pikachu. The arms and legs do fit the body. I thought they were gonna be too small, but they do fit the body quite nicely. I'm probably not gonna sell it because there are some minor flaws on it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sell it because there's flaws. The things I'm going to sell are not going to have any flaws whatsoever if I can do that. But I'm working on a wolf next. You can't really, there's hair all over it. You can't really tell it's a wolf. Not yet. I mean, you kind of can tell. Well, let me let Cindy out. She's walking around like she has to go potty. Back to it. Wolf. I'm making a wolf. He doesn't have a nose or mouth yet because I'm working on his legs right now. And then I think we'll work on his tail. And then I'm following the tutorial, so I'm following her steps. And she's working on the legs currently. That's what I'm working on. I made one leg. It's almost done. I'm having difficulties because it's a smaller circle. There's 6 stitches in it, and it's just hard to, you know, stitch those stitches because they're so close together. I'm just having a little bit of difficulties with the legs. I can't imagine the back legs being any better than that, because we'll work on the front legs first. Anyhow, I am still working on the cleaning video. I'm taking my time. There's gonna be multiple days in between the cleaning video because I just don't want to clean lately, but I know I need to. So I'm kind of forcing myself to clean certain spots of my room while filming it, and pausing and doing it the next day or the day after that. So that's what that cleaning video is going to be. It's another bedroom cleaning video, just this one's a deep cleaning one, as I mentioned last June. Last vlog. I haven't been doing much of anything else. Crocheting, cleaning, and watching zombie movies is all I've been doing. Now I got the hiccups. I gotta plan out my week. I haven't planned out any of my week yet. Oh, except for maybe like 2 days. I planned out. Let me see if I can. I got my habit tracker right here. In my weekly days, I have work on BMM notes and my book notes. That's wrong. That's not supposed to be there. I messed up, guys. That's not supposed to be there. Into script. And I have something to do on Wednesday. I have 2 things to do on Wednesday that I absolutely know I need to do. I need to write down more things to do this week so I understand what I'm doing this week. And that's all that I have to say for right now. It's already 12 minutes in. It's going to be a little bit past 12 minutes if I don't cut anything out. Probably will cut a few things out, so it'll probably be below 12 minutes. But not as itchy. And I'm going to get back to work, because it's already 4:07 and Zach gets off of work at 4 o'clock if he gets off on time. I got rid of my Medium account. I mean, I didn't deactivate it. It means I got rid of the premium account. So I'm not able to read certain articles or post certain articles anymore because I have not been doing it since February. So that is done and out the window. I don't know what to write. I'm not good at writing articles. I'm not getting that many people subscribed to me or watching me. I have like 24 people on there. and I don't know what to write. I'm not good at topics. I'm good at mental health when it comes to my experiences, but that's it. I mean, that's not really an article to educate anyone with. That's just me telling you my experiences. But I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. It's almost 15 minutes, and it usually messes up after 15 minutes, so I'm gonna get going. So, we only went to the gym twice last week because of personal issues with Zach. He's having some issues at work. Not like work issues, but like it's really, really hot at his job right now because he works at a warehouse, and it's like 100 and something degrees almost every single day, so he comes home like drenched in sweat and exhausted. So that's why we didn't go to the gym except for like 2 days last week, which was Wednesday and Sunday, the days that he had off. So as you can tell, I had to do something with work. However, I have lost 5 pounds now. I was at 150 and now I'm down to 145.0. There's no 0.6 in it this time. And it feels good to know that I'm actually losing weight. We are eating a little bit healthier, as much healthy as we can with the amount of how much it costs nowadays to buy groceries. But we are eating healthy. At least he's eating healthier than, well, I wouldn't say he's eating healthier than me, because he still sometimes goes to the gas station and gets food there. And, I don't know what I've been eating. I haven't been eating much, so that could contribute to the fact that I'm losing weight. 1 second, I have to let the dog out. I forgot what we were talking about. Losing weight, I think? Yeah, I haven't been eating much because I just haven't. I haven't been feeling the need to eat too much. I guess it's a good thing because I usually binge when I eat. But so that could be contributing to my weight loss, which is okay because I'm not binging as much anymore. I should be fasting, but I keep forgetting to every morning. Like, I wake up and I just grab something to eat out of the natural instinct to do so. Not very good at fasting. I have been writing my book, my fantasy book. Now, my other book that I was talking about for a while is also a fantasy. It's an urban fantasy. This one is a dark fantasy. And I've been writing it because I just have been in the mood for a dark fantasy lately. And one of my books happens to be one. Or I hope it turns out to be one. You know, sometimes things change when you're writing. It does. I don't know why, but when you're writing, things just change. Especially if you're a pantser like me, who doesn't plot that many things. Things just, you know, they just go a different way sometimes. But I'm not going to show you the name of the title yet. I only showed it to my people on Facebook because they're like family. And, but I write really small. Don't know if you can tell. And you can tell there's a lot of scribble marks on it. The prologue, usually I wouldn't write a prologue because prologues aren't very a thing anymore. People don't really read them. But I felt I needed to add one for some reason, so I made one that's 3.5 pages long for the prologue, and it's small handwriting, so it's gonna probably be like maybe 4 pages if I type it up. And now I'm working on chapter 1, which is gonna be for example, Game of Thrones, how each chapter is a different character. I plan on doing something like that because Game of Thrones is a huge inspiration for me, not for this particular book. I've been trying to write this book since I was 11. I had the idea for this book since I was 11. And it's changed drastically. Like, it has. Like, it's changed a lot. To the point where it is at now today. And it used to be called something else completely. It used to have, completely different main characters. They're kind of the same characters, just they have different attributes now and different histories and different legends about them and different titles and what they can turn into, if they can turn into anything at all. So things just have changed. And already, while writing this, I have made it changed completely from what I normally would have written for this book. The 3 main characters are females, but I decided I wanted to add more male presence in the book. Now there are a group of male characters that follows the one of the main characters, and they're like, I don't want to tell you too much because I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to give much away because I'm kind of paranoid, but they follow one of the main characters, and they'll play a big part in it where they're like major side characters, but I just wanted more male, almost main characters, like how some of the characters are, like I said, in Game of Thrones. There are a lot of characters in it, and there's the main characters, but there's still the characters that you're following the POV of, that are not so much as the main character, but they're not side characters either. So I don't know what to call them. But that's the way I'm going to try putting some male characters into this book. I have an idea for one of the main characters, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with him. I don't know how to set it up or anything like that. Also, I'm not done world building this book either, is the problem. So while I'm writing this, I'm like, okay, I need to come up with an idea for this, come up with an idea with that, how is it going to fit into the map, etc., etc. So, and the history, I wanted to write the whole history before I started writing the book, just so I have an idea what they can reference to when it comes to certain things. But I didn't do that. I just wanted to start writing, and I did. And like I said, since I was 11 years old, I had not started writing this book. Well, I had at one point in like middle school, but that turned out to be completely something different, and it turned out really bad because I was in middle school. I didn't know much. I was writing a lot during middle school. Don't get me wrong. I wrote throughout most of my school career. Since middle school to high school, I was constantly writing different things, from books to fanfics, etc. And like, I would get in trouble from the teachers because I was writing constantly, not doing my work. I still got good grades, don't get me wrong, except for in middle school. I didn't get that great grades in middle school, but that was a whole different reason. I just wrote a lot, and I got a lot better throughout the years. I still write till this day, and I'm 32 now. I had to think about that. And I still write to this day. And I'm a lot better now. I think I'm a lot better now than I was back then. I hope so. At least when I read, I'm like, that's a lot better than what I used to do. I don't have any of my old works from middle school or high school. I got rid of a lot of my plots for different books that I had in mind. I still have my books of books, and this still has a lot of different plot lines for different books. I'm just gonna show you a quick little tidbit. They're not all different plot lines on each like line. There's some that are multiples of the same book, because it's a book that has me planning out my books, and it has like the summary in it, has different details in it, different characters in it. Sometimes I don't even write chapters in it. So that is what that is, and I almost filled it, and now I have books of books too. And that's what I'm writing this fantasy story in right now, because I didn't want to. I only have like a very small amount of pages left in this book, and I didn't want to start writing the fantasy book. Normally I would just start writing a fantasy book in a different journal, but I wanted to put it in one of these book of books, because I might have notes on the side explaining what the book is trying to imply, etc. But I only have, I don't know if you can see it very well, this many pages. I can't even, not that many pages. And I wanted to write it in a book that I wouldn't be taking from one book to another book. I wanted to be in almost one whole book. But yeah, I was gonna write it in a fancy journal that has a dragon on it. It's like leather bound and everything. But I didn't want to ruin that journal by writing a whole bunch of stuff that has scribbles all over it, like cut out sentences and all that jazz, because it's just a nice looking book and it doesn't have any lines, and I don't like that. But I have two of those books. Both don't have lines. I want to get one that has lines so I can write a book in one of them. But that is the plan instead. I changed even what I would write into this. Anything else I need to tell you guys? This half of the vlog is gonna be a little bit short, I think. I mean, I'm making it long now because it's like 11 minutes already. I'm getting back to working on Between Monsters and Men. I'm moving. My dog moved me. I'm getting back to working on Between Monsters and Men. I'm working on stuff for amateur areas. I'm trying to keep up now, guys. I don't know where time went before, but it did. June was just a big flash of nothing. I wasn't doing anything. It wasn't like I wasn't motivated or anything. I just wasn't doing anything. And I don't know why. I mean, I was cleaning, I was doing stuff like that, but I wasn't filming, and I wasn't editing, and I wasn't writing, and I wasn't doing much of anything. Like, it wasn't even crocheting that much. And I usually do that when I'm just kind of bleh. Just to kind of bring some creativity into my life. What have I been playing? Well, since I've been in a big fantasy mood lately, ironically, I'm playing the Warframe, which isn't exactly fantasy, as it's more, I don't know what to call it. Is it sci-fi fantasy mix? Fantasy with a lot of technology, or just sci-fi? I don't know what, I mean, moved again. Still be moved again. I don't know what I would call Warframe. I think you would call it sci-fi, I think, because it has technology in it. It has warframes you go into. It's like robots almost, but it's not robots. It's space ninjas. But I've been playing that, but I've been wanting to play Skyrim. I have not been playing Skyrim because during the day while Zach's at work, I try to work. Like writing books, cleaning around the house, work on videos, etc., etc. I just feel it's just fair. I don't know why. But he's been wanting to play Warframe, and he wants to play with me. Because we've always been playing Warframe with each other. For as long as we've had Warframe, that we both had Warframe, we've been playing with each other. And so when he's home, we play Warframe or we're at the gym. I have not been playing Skyrim. I gotta find time to play Skyrim. It's 1:19 now. He gets off from work at 4. So I think I'll try playing Skyrim around 3 o'clock. I think that's fair. I think. Because I want to play fantasy. Because I want to stay in the fantasy mood, you know? But I have a lot of work to do. I've been constantly writing. Even when I went to the gym, I was writing. In the car after I was done, because Zach takes like 2 to 3 hours to work out. Like I think I brought up before. And I only take about an hour and a half. So I've been writing in the car, with the car on. So it's bloody hot. It's freaking hot outside. It's like 100-some degrees. And I just don't want to go outside. Usually I go outside to get some sun, but I don't want to go outside. That's how hot it is. I sit outside and I sweat for a second. Just being a second out there, I sweat. I have to get back to work. It is 1:30 now. I have a lot of writing to do and a lot of videos to do. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Like, comment, and subscribe.